We're going to move on to match 2 now. We won match 1 against Buggaluren. We're now playing against Bara, which unfortunately I think is bad news for us. He's a very, very well-known D&T player. And while I don't think of D&T as being a terribly hard matchup, he's a strong enough player that I don't think it's going to be easy. So Arid Mesa indicates that he's on the red-white build. And I think we actually possibly should have just jammed there. Although maybe we were one storm short, so we've got to hope to dodge Thalia. And so you can see we made a play error there. We really should have gone Misty into Basic Island to minimize the chance of having LED revoked. So all we wanted to do really was just try and disguise what we were on. And now we've got a Vryn Wingmare in place. This isn't the end of the world, but it's getting pretty tough for us now. A lot of our mana from our hand was coming from those LEDs. So I think we need to shuffle back a bunch of the LEDs and then we're ending up with a hand that would be fantastic if we were playing against a blue deck, but we really want to be finding more Cabal Rituals at the moment. I think with Thalia in play we can just scoop. So we're going to bring in Abrupt Decays, empty the Warrens, and a couple of Disfigures. Disfigures for cheap, 1 CMC interaction. Abrupt Decays just because they're a nice clean answer. Empty because it leads to some fast wins, and we'll just cut 1 Piff, 3 Duresses and a Preordain. Preordain, while I like, can be quite mana intensive under Thalia. And we just want to have a higher chance of drawing action. Duress, of course, is of very little or no value in this matchup, as they're largely based around creatures, and we're cutting a Past in Flames as it's not particularly unusual for them to have something like a Rest in Peace, and we're not trying to beat a lot of counter magic. So naturally we want to take the play. We probably want to probe Therapy this turn. Although there is an argument to holding. I think we can hold the probe. So the reason we hold the probe is they're not going to do anything until next turn. So this turn all they can really do is cast either a Vile or a Mum. Neither of those cards are of particular concern to us. The other thing that we might be able to do is if we draw into mana, we might be able to probe into... So we done this backwards. I think our actual goal there should have been to Brainstorm and use Probe to draw, although we don't have the second mana source just yet. We're going to go ahead and take the Aethersworn Canonist. And I think we have to take Magus of the Moon next turn. I also think we should have brainstormed. So this whole match has been, this match has been played rather poorly. So we punted with how we fetched in game 1, and we're punting with the sequencing of our cantrips here. So now we're going to have to draw 2 LEDs. We're going to... I feel like it's correct to therapy Flicker Wisp. And then Infernal Tutor for a Dark Ritual. So I'm not convinced we should be caring about Magus of the Moon here. Magus of the Moon will give us a red source, which we want for our Past in Flames. And so this turn we're now going to tutor, and we're just tutoring to get a shuffle effect here. Of course, with the upside that it will give us a second Dark Ritual. Now we really need to dodge a couple of things here. We're very cold to Thalia, and we're very cold to Aethersworn Canonist. And there's the Thalia. So I think from here, with Rishadan Port and Thalia in play, I think we're just about out of the match. And I think that's it right there. I don't think there's anything else we can do from here. So unfortunately, look, we misplayed the early turns, and we failed to draw any interaction of any sort other than a couple of Cabal therapies. So that's just how it breaks. Maybe we should have mulled for a faster hand. And I don't really know what we're brainstorming for here. So we get a second land, and we have to concede.